How's it going, guys? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Revenge, entitled Scum.Collapse.Eradication. This is released on Nuclear War Now Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with Revenge, they're based out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, confrontational, abrasive style of black metal, otherwise known to some as war metal. I mean, this is a style of music that is very, very angry, hateful, pissed off. I mean, when you think of war metal, you think of bands like, let's say, maybe Blasphemy, Bestial Warlust, Black Witchery, Morbosidad. And this is a style of music that gets influence from, let's say, maybe early Sepultura, the first two albums from them, Sarcophago, death metal like Autopsy, grindcore like Repulsion. That's where you get the vibe and the feeling that is war metal. Very, very abrasive and confrontational, and Revenge is a band that definitely knows how to do that, and do that extremely well. If I'm not mistaken, the guy who is the main person behind this band was in another well-known band that specialized in this style of music called Conqueror. I believe they only came out with one album, but this Revenge project has really been his doing and his working, and have made a good amount of material. This is their fourth full length. It's 8 tracks, and it runs about 35 minutes in length. So most of the songs will range between maybe like 4 to 5 minutes. But really, this album has such a relentless pace to it. It starts off really, really doomy and slow with the opening track, Us and Them, High Power. It starts off very doomy, and then once you get past the doom aspect of that song, you get right on into the just pounding music. It does feel as though you're listening to some grindcore with a little bit of that power violence element thrown in there. It's just insane. The guitar work on here is just absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely loving the way that the riffs sound. There is a heavy amount of bottom end to it. Very, very heavy bottom end. The solos are just frantic, chaotic, spastic, all over the place. Really, really nicely done solo work. I'm really loving that part of this album. It's just amazing. The bass guitar is very, very audible. A little loud, but I think it's appropriate. It blends in nicely with the sound of this album. It's just powerful, heavy, gritty, everything that it needs to be, it sets out to do. Drum-wise, I'm really loving the way that the drums sound. Just the drum fills just sound absolutely awesome. I'm loving the blast beats, the fast double bass. It's a very, very diverse style of drumming. It's very, very heavy, and it's just punishing in a way. The drums just punish you throughout this entire album. And the vocals, you're going to get differing vocal styles, but these kind of vocal styles really, really work. You have your very high-pitch, angry style of yelling. If I can think of someone that the vocalist reminds me of, it feels as like I'm listening to Ethan from Clinging to the Trees of a Forest Fire. His vocals have that high-pitch, raspy, angry, throaty yell, and that's the kind of scream you'll get with this album. It's just absolutely depraved and maniacal. Nothing silly or over the top. This is legitimate anger and hate being spewed out at you. It's just absolutely amazing. And there's some moments on here that verge on pitch-shifted vocals. Like, you know, if you listen to bands like, let's say, Regurgitate or Last Days of Humanity, you get pitch-shifted vocals. You get these low, inhuman, bellowing style of vocals. You don't get to hear it too much, but when you do hear it, it is extremely effective. And I think it definitely is a major, major bonus for this album. So overall, I'd have to say this is probably one of the most abrasive, confrontational albums you'll hear in 2012. Absolutely disgusting, sick music, great, great vocals. I'm just loving everything about it. This is just awesome, awesome stuff. And if you're a fan of black metal, if you're into any of the different styles of black metal, this is something you'll definitely enjoy. It's a little bit of a hard listen. You got to let it get comfortable with you upon the first few listens. And once that's all settled in, you'll have a great time with this. This is an absolutely kick-ass album. Definitely recommended for black metal fans. Some of my favorite tracks on this album include Us and Them, High Power, Retaliation, Fallout Prayer, Parasite Gallows, In Line. Most of these songs have these really different hyphenations. It's really, really awesome. And I think that's a staple amongst this band. It's really, really awesome. And Pride, Ruination, Division, Collapse. Just amazing, amazing material. So again, the album is Scum.Collapse.Eradication. This is released on Nuclear War Now Productions. Check this out, and this gets an 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely destructive black metal. Legitimate as hell. Definitely support Revenge. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.